The Abbasid Dynasty, a name synonymous with the Islamic Golden Age, rose to prominence in the 8th century CE. Descendants of Abbas, the Prophet Muhammad's uncle, they overthrew the Umayyad Caliphate in a widespread revolt. This marked a significant shift in power within the Islamic world, moving the center from Damascus to the newly founded city of Baghdad. The Abbasids inherited a vast empire stretching from North Africa to Central Asia. They ushered in an era of unprecedented intellectual and cultural flourishing. Baghdad, strategically located on the banks of the Tigris River, became a melting pot of cultures, attracting scholars, artists, and merchants from all corners of the known world. This period witnessed groundbreaking advancements in mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy, with scholars like al-Khwarizmi, al-Razi, and Ibn Sina leaving an enduring legacy. The Abbasids' patronage of knowledge and culture cemented their status as the torchbearers of Islamic civilization. Under the Abbasids, the Islamic world experienced a golden age. The empire flourished, fueled by a vibrant intellectual and economic life. Baghdad, the Abbasid capital, became a center of learning and commerce, attracting scholars, artists, and merchants from across the vast empire and beyond. The Abbasids invested heavily in education and scholarship. Libraries and universities were established, attracting the best minds of the time. Scholars made groundbreaking discoveries in mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy. The works of these scholars would later influence the European Renaissance. Trade flourished under the Abbasids. The empire's strategic location between East and West allowed it to control vital trade routes. Goods flowed from China and India in the east to Europe in the west, bringing wealth and prosperity to the Abbasid treasury. This economic prosperity provided the resources for the Abbasids to patronize the arts and sciences. Despite the outward brilliance of the Abbasid Caliphate, internal tensions and external pressures began to weaken the dynasty's grip on power. The seeds of discord were sown, foreshadowing the empire's eventual fragmentation and decline. One of the primary internal factors was the growing influence of the Turkish slave soldiers known as Mamluks. Initially brought into the empire as slaves, the Mamluks rose through the ranks of the Abbasid army, eventually gaining significant political power. Their loyalty, however, often lay with their own ambitions rather than the caliph, creating a potential threat to Abbasid authority. Adding to the internal turmoil were the frequent revolts and uprisings that plagued the vast empire. Discontent among various ethnic and religious groups, often fueled by economic disparities or political marginalization, led to unrest and instability. These uprisings, though often quelled, drained the empire's resources and weakened its central authority. Section 4. Internal conflicts and fragmentation. As the Abbasid Caliphate grew larger and more complex, internal conflicts and fragmentation became increasingly common. The once unified empire began to splinter, with ambitious governors and local rulers asserting their independence from Baghdad. One of the most significant blows to Abbasid authority was the rise of autonomous dynasties in various parts of the empire. In North Africa, the Aghlabids and Fatimids established independent states, while in Persia, the Saffarids and Samanids carved out their own domains. These breakaway states, though often paying lip service to the caliph in Baghdad, were effectively independent, further weakening the Abbasid grip on power. Adding to the empire's woes were the internal power struggles within the Abbasid court. Rivalries between different factions, often based on ethnicity or religious interpretations, led to intrigues and assassinations, destabilizing the caliphate from within. The caliph, once a symbol of unity and authority, became increasingly caught in the web of courtly politics, his power waning with each passing struggle. Section 5. The Rise of Regional Powers. As the Abbasid Caliphate weakened from within, new regional powers emerged, eager to challenge the once mighty empire. These ambitious rivals sensed the Abbasids' vulnerability and sought to exploit the empire's internal divisions to expand their own territories and influence. In the west, the Fatimid Caliphate, centered in Egypt, posed a significant threat to Abbasid authority. Claiming descent from the Prophet Muhammad's daughter Fatima, the Fatimids challenged the Abbasids' legitimacy and carved out a powerful empire in North Africa and the Levant. The Fatimids' success further eroded Abbasid prestige and control over the western regions of the Islamic world. Meanwhile, in the east, the Seljuk Turks, a nomadic group from Central Asia, swept into Persia in the 11th century. Their military prowess allowed them to quickly conquer vast territories, including Baghdad, in 1055. Although the Seljuks nominally recognized Abbasid authority, they effectively controlled the eastern half of the empire, further diminishing the caliph's power and prestige.